Can they stream it in the Discord call?
The Worms game.
Are you playing Worms?
If you are playing Worms.
I mean, it's just the two of us. Like, we can deathmatch. Like, I'm happy to deathmatch you.
Yeah, sure.
Fun.
I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot, but alright.
Unforgettable. Let's go Motherland. That's not Motherland. What are you doing, game? It's so useless.
Like Runaway to General.
Give me a good map. Yes, that's an excellent map. Let's use this map. It's like immediate death map.
Ooh,
Can one of you please share your screen? I want to see what's happening.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Okay, yeah, you do. Rahul's gone for Seaman. That honestly fills me with a deep sense of apprehension.
Did you say Seaman?
I'm sorry.
I did say Seaman, yes.
Okay.
There is an A, but I suspect that might not be the thrust of the matter.
The thrust.
Do I want to mess around with any of the other rules? No, I don't. Yeah. Should have turned off teleport in. Oh.
It's only us two. It shouldn't take too long.
I gave it 6 worms.
Oh.
Is it me or is it you? It's you. The good news is there's a lot of water here, so. Why can I not control it? Give it to me.
It's like oh, it's just no announcement. I'm sorry. Never mind. I was like, I haven't been summoned. What the fuck? There's not. Oh, never mind. That makes sense.
I'd like to point out that one's an actual dude's name.
He had an actual dude's name.
So the first one's called Private Parts. The second one is called Seaman Stains, and that's an actual like an actual person. It was in the U.S. Navy. I think it probably still is.
Unless they've been bullied out. What's this one?
And
Corporal
Punish. I hit the character limit.
Face of punishment, was there?
No, I
Out.
don't know. I can't think of anything else. So
There we
Corporal
go.
Punish it is.
I'm just gonna add this to the stream as well, in like a smaller window.
I'm glad I picked it. Like they're puns. They're not like it's not horrendously outrageous at least.
Alright, many worse things have been said in Sam's YouTube stream.
There we go. Do that.
Probably by me, too,
So yeah, it'll still be there. That's so dumb.
Horrible.
Look at that. That is the dumbest thing in the universe.
Yes, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
That's
though.
so great. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
love
get
it.
more beer and then I'll play Circle.
Shit. Not yourself. You're doing something wrong. There we go. I kept having I shit on my keyboard and I couldn't work out why I was having random characters appear on my screen.
I haven't seen Wrathful Great in such a long time. I still rarely play it with more than 4 worms.
Yeah, that was a more poor pun by me. Just cut the kernel corn.
I don't even remember what this guy is. Dearest Tomato. Oh damn, I lost the who gets to go first game. Which basically means defeat.
Wait, what the fuck's the button for weapon select again?
Right click, right click.
Right click, that's it. I was like, I remember, but I also can't. It's really annoying.
Scheiße, wrong one.
Shit.
I love the way I'm doing Gaelic on Duolingo, but I'm swearing in German.
I just need to get this out there. When people who are native English speakers say Scheiße instead of Scheiße, that is for some reason, incredibly cute to me.
I'm sorry, you just said the same word twice. Could you repeat that?
No, I really did not. You just can't hear the difference between a sharp S and a voiced S.
No, that was definitely the same word
versus
twice.
Yeah, no, it is not Scheiße, it is Scheiße.
Who's the fucked up?
I know it sounds the same to you guys because your language does not distinguish between the sounds, but I promise it's two very different sounds.
I'm joking. I can hear like a slight difference, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Scheiße?
There is a difference.
It's a sharp S. Basically, assume. Yeah. Technically still a bit sharper than that, but that is much closer. It's like when you have a voiceless S, but then even sharper than that.
Okay, see, the problem is, I didn't do linguistics. I don't know these terms.
Voiceless is when it sounds like you're breathing, and voiced is when it sounds like you're humming. So, it's voiceless, and it's voiced.
Scheiße.
That did not work.
There's also t is voiceless and d is voiced.
Ah.
I'm still somehow ahead, but
if it sounds hard and edgy, it's voiceless. Otherwise, it is voiced.
Scheiße.
Scheiße? Nice.
No, Scheiße.
Scheiße.
I can like sneak past it.
Scheiße.
I mean, roll is very close. Roll is very, very close.
am I?
Yep.
One more time?
Scheiße? I felt like I fucked it up there. Yeah. As in, I have those sounds in my language, so it's not uncommon to me, but
yeah.
We have the vowels, which are just different ways to accent letters.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, you're talking about e, u, all that in Hindi, like that kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah. So I do Gujarati instead, though.
Okay.
It's a pipe bomb.
Scheiße.
How that? Oh, you were trying to head on you.
Ah, shit. That went slightly too... That went way too deep.
Right, who was it going to be? Ooh.
Coming up with Scots and like equivalents.
Who do we go? Let's go for you.
He's got an incomplete name, he needs to leave.
So, Blood, which language is the first one you want to work on? And why the fuck is ballistic in general instead of this VC?
He's gone to get dinner.
Right, so he...
Okay, but why is he in general? Like, why isn't he just leaving?
Who knows?
Or muting himself and listening to the conversation?
I do not have Sabichani and this one. Yeah, I do not have a run brother, which is a lie. I do have one.
So, Matt, are you gonna join Copy?
What are you gonna do?
Copy hasn't been yet.
Copy has pinged in general.
Yeah, that was half an hour ago. She's not pinged again.
And said she'd be in the room in about half an hour, so that would be around now. So she'd probably go to the VC in a bit.
I'm keeping one eye on it. I might jump in.
The thing is, I normally would, like, you can be in more than one VC at once. I would just normally jump in there as well. But I'm eating, and I don't want to eat at my laptop, and I need to be at my laptop to be in more than one VC at once. Can't do it on the phone. Or you can, but the quality will be horrible. So, yeah.
Yeah, my phone doesn't do well.
Yeah, the same. No. The only time it's done okay is the one time where I had to dial in from work, because Sam needed an accent hub with names. And I think that only worked because it was my Bluetooth headset that was kind of okay.
Yeah, like, the weird thing is, it doesn't... You know, it doesn't really work when I'm actually having a phone call and at the same time I'm in a VC. That doesn't work, but I can join more than one VC. I just have to make sure that I only join one in the app. Doesn't matter whether phone app or desktop app. One in the app and then the other one in a browser. Can be desktop browser or phone browser or whatever, but you can join several at once.
Windows, why have you opened the taskbar for no apparent reason? Please stop doing
Because
that.
obviously you want to have
Windows-
your taskbar open.
Windows
obviously.
wanted to show you that the taskbar still exists.
This is
Mhm.
gonna be the most
Windows.
chaotic audio in a stream. It's gonna be great. I love it. Like
Yeah.
I'm very happy about it.
Mhm.
This is peak Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
You made it slightly further than me, damn it.
Plans a private dick.
Hmm. So glad I picked these names. That's now on YouTube forever.
I just love
Forever.
when Sugika was like, "You need to make a new team with Transformers names," and I'm like, "I did." As he was like, "Maybe I should watch the stream then."
Yeah, maybe I should.
It's like, why would I do anything else? If I need a bunch of names real quick, Transformers has me covered. Oh yeah, I should change my DSS back. Let's see.
That sentry gun is genuinely
What?
like horrendous.
What one were you
I need to
using
carry the one on the way
for the
down.
bonded code, by the way? Which combination did you use for the bonded code?
It was the strength augment one.
Okay.
It just made me hit really fucking hard, and then
Yeah, so you just didn't have to hit him like 100 times.
yeah, but I had to like turn it on and
Nice.
off because it drains MP really fast. So I had to be like, you
Mhm.
know, I had to like activate the Kaioken and then like turn it off, then turn on, turn off.
Yeah.
What's private
I
parts
like
gonna
how
do?
I like how you kept it interesting until the very last second though.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I
Oh,
really didn't
yeah,
think I was
me
gonna do it that last time. Ah, fuck. There we go. Ah, fuck.
Oh man, I'm not hot up Peach.
What do I have equipped again?
Well.
Okay, 2 strength rings.
That was not as.
I
hoping
get
you'd
killed by
fall
the
down.
gun.
I really should have hard rings
Ah,
instead.
Jesus. God damn it, private parts. You had one job. That's why you're only a private.
I love this game. I really do.
Yeah, it's so chaotic. It's great.
Yeah. Should have taken too much. Okay, that was slightly too many. I was aiming for.
Ooh, they're both fine. Well, alive, not fine, but they'll live for now.
Private,
Oh,
private
they're
dick
both
is
fine. Well, they're
really-
not fine. They're alive. They're just redefining your goalposts.
Hey, you can be fine. Remember, what is it? Oh, shit, I've forgotten completely. There's a thing what fine means.
It means I'm currently not dying.
That too, but no, there's like an actual abbreviation for what fine means, and I cannot remember it at this moment in time.
That is fine, Raoul.
I'm gonna take a page out of Ali's book here and let's see if this
Oh,
works.
the tasty one, look.
Fuck's sake.
It's not quite pound out.
Directly over.
I started typing fine acronym and I accidentally hit fine synonym. Right. Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, emotional.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Feeling
Actually,
inadequate, needing encouragement. There are
Okay.
many. Let's see.
Ooh.
Akronym, Synonym, das sind doch alles bürgerliche Kategorien.
You know what,
Oh.
game?
Somehow I'm better off.
Full photolithography inkjet nodal engineering.
Brilliant.
That's that's obviously what you were going for, wasn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Fine is not Emacs.
Cheers, game. Damn it.
How did that even happen? I survived.
Fucking, it was poor by me because I chose the cluster rather than the normal homing missile, and
Alt
that's what screwed
injection
me.
and monitoring environment. That sounds cyber.
Yeah. Also, why is Sam secreting pink?
Because I am emitting a poison cloud. I can't believe you're also watching the stream.
Oh, I have two screens, so I just put it on the
there you
second
go, yeah,
screen.
hell yeah. Attack it, okay, good, okay.
Oh well.
Ah,
The end of Private Dick.
Yeah,
That was
a bit
just
of
a
a hard
litany
one.
of chaos.
Some of those deaths were truly
Yeah.
upsetting.
Chef's kiss.
Ah!
But it's
I like how we
slightly more
killed the
damage.
same number- I like how we killed the same number of worms, but you had twice as many deaths.
Yeah, I think it's just because I
Ooh,
kept
I
falling.
love
Like, I'd actually blow one off the side.
I got a new grave.
No.
That's great. I've equipped it. I don't know what that does, but presumably I'll regret that somehow. Oh.
I'm trying to join, but
You're back. Let me
my
invite.
computer is being weird.
I don't think I have you on Steam, Matt. You'll have to
Right,
do it.
I've invited.
Right.
Fuck off, Steam overlay.
The Steam overlay, why for some reason is shift tab, so when I alt tab out of something, and then you press shift at any point, for some reason it said, oh, you want the overlay, clearly.
Yes, obviously.
Honestly, it's the most annoying thing. Let's go back to 4 because Ali's back.
Yeah, 6 is a bit, well, 6 is fun, but it's also chaotic as hell. But I don't think we could do more, because even with 3 people, it still becomes hilarious.
Alrighty, are we ready? I'm ready.
I am. Oh, I need to actually press ready. It's like, I am ready. Oh wait, the game isn't sentient. Yet.
Oh my god, it's still 22 degrees. What the fuck?
Is it? Oh my god, it's probably more for me. What is it? It's 26 for me currently.
Ugh!
26 outside. I don't know what is in here because my computer's been running all day.
No.
You've missed
No.
Major Bummer there.
Have I though?
Yeah. Major Bummer.
Major Bummer took a bit of a pounding.
I really need to fix my desk setup because like I am fucking over my shoulder with this, but like effort.
The very annoying thing of at the beginning of lockdown, I took my chair home, my gaming chair home, to my parents so I could use it as on my work from home desk. And I've subsequently come back to the flat and changed cars, so my car can no longer fit my chair in. So I have to wait for my dad to come to my flat next time to bring my chair, because I've got the shit chair currently, like his old office chair from like 10 years ago. And I'm sitting at this desk for like 12 hours a day currently. Probably not good for me. Fuck it, let's do you.
I moved into this flat and like, so I had a nice setup where I studied in my uni flat, and then I moved out of my uni flat in like October last year, unofficially, and then like properly moved out in June.
No,
And then moved it down to Englandshire. With, like,
Angleshire.
all my Englandshire.
Anglinshire.
Yeah, I've just committed to taking my laptop. So I've got
The Anglosphere.
No. At Englandshire. It's
Also,
not
yeah, I've
Scotland,
been meaning to ask you,
therefore it
what
doesn't matter.
tablet have you got?
Me?
Yeah.
Good question. I've got a Galaxy something or other.
Okay, because I was looking at getting one because I was like, I basically all I have mobile is my work laptop. So I was like, it's either typing on my phone or on my work laptop, and I was like, at some point I'm gonna leave this job.
Super useful, like just like doing stuff like this. But I've got it next to me as like a second screen, or like writing on trains or.
Yeah, so that's what I want it for. Basically, is writing while traveling.
Like, you don't need to buy. Ali has just worm licked herself. themselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Al, you gotta stop! This is an intervention!
No! I will never stop.
Yeah.
but yeah, no, mine's like a mid-level Samsung one, so it wasn't too
Yeah,
expensive.
so I might just yeah, because I
You
just
don't need that.
yeah. Yeah, because I was like, I just need something basic that can do my word processing and browse the internet like conveniently.
Yeah. So near the start of lockdown. Yeah. Yeah, so in time for my last year of uni, I forked out and got myself a lovely custom built PC, right?
Yeah.
Only I fucked up with picking the power supply. It's far too
Ooh.
big, so it kept crashing. Then obviously I go, fuck this shit, and treat myself to a custom laptop instead of, buying another power supply and fixing the issue.
Yeah.
What laptop did you get?
Classic.
It's one of the PC specialist custom build things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Same as my
Don't do
tower.
it.
So
Don't
I
do
did this computer. I basically it's most of my old computer. When I say most of it, it's like some of the wiring from the old computer, the SSD, the HDD, and literally everything's different. Because I got it all replaced for like $1,000, and including the case, because everything it was starting to run a bit shit, and basically the for the mounting that it had, the graphics card was too heavy, so it like fucked itself in the bracket, and it ruined both. It fucked the motherboard. So I bought a new motherboard, and then nothing worked with it. And then I just asked a guy to go, "Can you just fix this for me?" And he went, "It'll cost you like $1,000," and I went, "Ah, well, it's cheaper than buying a new computer, kind of."
Kind of, but also really not.
As in, it's
Useful
the same.
shield for
As in, I got to keep my SSD, my HDDs, which were quite handy, and I kept my power supply and my. What else did I keep? Did I keep my CPU? No, I got a new CPU because I needed a new one anyway. Kept my RAM. This is an.
Fucking pixel perfect bullshit.
Yeah, it's kind of not more. I like having a computer and big screens, so I'm quite happy with this.
So I plan eventually once I start actually having like money, which like will probably never happen because I don't think my pay rise is gonna be inflation or even close. So.
No, see, I didn't get a pay rise for the last 2 years, and I don't think I'm gonna get one this year because the firm are like, well, you've not done your CTA exam, and until you do your CTA exam, we're not gonna give you a raise. But I was like, but I'll be fucking ACA qualified, and they're like, no, we've changed what your contract says now, and I was like, you fucking what? So it looks like I'm leaving very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, by the end of the year, I'm not
That's
gonna
what
work
that
here.
means.
I was fortunate that I had like cybersecurity, so I got a cybersecurity internship
Yeah.
while studying, which was fucking amazing. Like that thing, like definitely, like was the right choice. And so like I had some money. Oh come on, do not.
Yeah.
I had some money before I had to move down south and everything. So it's not like pandemic's not the end of the world, but it was just kind of everything's just kind of got shit, and then
Yeah. Yeah, so my firm's been really shit. Well, the firm as a whole's being shit to me, and my team's not helping because they're like, well, we can't give you a raise because you're at the top of the band. I'm like, but I've been here for 5 years at this point, and surely there's like an exception because I'm special case. And they're like, no, you're just fucked. And I went, oh, all right.
Classic EY.
Yeah, so I was
Have
like,
fun finding another
year.
one of me then, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to go hire a brand new one, and I'm currently, as I stand, clients think I'm a manager. Like until I mentioned exams to a client, they thought I was the manager and a client, and the actual manager was the level 1.
So
it's clearly like a useful employee to have, and they also went, nah, fuck him, sort of thing. And I was like, well, I'm probably gonna leave soon at this point.
So I started here in September, and it's the company that I did my internship with. So basically, what they're doing is they're gonna train me out to be a good little
Good little cybersecurity.
Well, I'm female presenting in cybersecurity, right? That's
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
not that common.
Yeah.
No.
And they'll like train me up, and then if they continue to treat my female coworkers like shit, I will find somewhere
Yeah.
else to work. Because I have been fortunate, but a lot of the women
You're the
I've spoken
exception, not
to
the rule. Yeah.
haven't. Yeah. Because like my team is amazing. My coworkers' teams less so.
Yeah, like the culture is not.
I mean,
So like
really,
my
it's
team's.
your own fault. Why do you go into a job that is clearly only meant for men? What did you expect?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the only way to
this
change
is
it
this
is
is your fault,
involved,
really.
right?
Money, sticky, cool. That's what I expected. Which, you know.
Silly woman.
Honestly. Like, don't get me wrong. The company is like very firm and like, if you
Yeah, it's
manage
just
to
the-
find the right people to escalate it to, you're good.
It's just
But
finding the
it's
process.
not clear who to escalate it to.
Hmm.
Bit of an issue.
Yeah. Because we had to get like my team's okay. Like I like the people I work for. It's just that I'm now getting screwed in the bureaucracy, and there doesn't feel like there's a will to help me, and I'm just feeling like I just can't be bothered anymore. Because like genuinely, I go somewhere else, I get paid probably double what I'm getting now, which is what's the annoying reality. It's like, oh yeah, they won't give you a raise, but then if I go anywhere else, I'll probably get almost double what I'm getting now. And I need sword money, goddammit.
I mean, that is one way to lose an experienced employee, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll have been there for 6 years in September.
Shit. Yeah, so I plan to.
No, private parts.
So like the company's got a grad scheme. My plan is to leave a couple years after I complete the grad scheme, so that it's
Yeah.
not. So then they
Yeah, it's
don't
not like a
feel
insta
I'm
leave, but
using them. Yeah. I mean, I will be using them.
Oh, I will be,
using
'cause I'm like,
every
my scheme hasn't
company I
finished
work
yet.
forever, but
how did that only do 16 damage after all that?
It's an anti-vehicle weapon.
Oh, okay.
And as we know, anti-vehicle weapons are notoriously shit at attempting organic creatures. It's just a different kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, an RPG would blow you to
Yeah,
smithereens.
this could punch through a tank,
It
but
just
against bone, it just turns around and goes the other way.
Yeah. It's like trying to find a fire. Ah, fuck! I can't. I'm blanking now on all my spell knowledge. I can't fucking do anything. I can't be bothered with that thought anymore. I give up. Someone can finish that for me if they feel like it.
I cannot.
Where are all my worms? I think they're dead. They are dead, aren't they? That's what's happening.
I recently discovered that one of my coworkers was like someone I work kind of close to, is also from Scotland, but you cannot tell from her fucking accent, and it's like, do you mind? I feel kind of isolated with this very obviously Scottish accent.
Do you mind please sounding a bit more Scottish? Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
would you
used
mind sounding a bit less English?
I want to save room.
Slightly
Yeah.
I want to save fucking room. Where's the save room?
I work for an English company in England. What do I expect? But, like,
This is what I love. We have a team within our team. We have a group in Inverness, like that technically belong to my team. So I spend a lot of time on the phone with them. So I spend most of my time with Scottish accents. Well, not most, but I spend a lot of my time on the phone with people with Scottish accents.
fucking.
When you say on the phone, do you mean literally on the phone, or do you mean like in a virtual meeting?
So I'll do video calls with them a lot, because I always turn, even if they don't turn the camera on, I always turn mine on, because it's just how I like to see people's faces.
You're that one professor who goes, you know, I really like to know who I'm speaking to. It would be great if you could turn on your cameras.
Oh, it's more my issue is if I'm not looking at someone's face, I get fucking distracted.
Oh
Which
god,
turns
how
out is part of my
dangerous the
ADHD.
goddamn
It's
underground
like-
gallery was. It's so dangerous. It's so dangerous.
Are you okay, Sam?
I'm doing so well.
No, it's
Why-
hurt.
It's a very scary looking praying mantis.
This is very. I'm just trying to get to a save point.
No, death mantis, yeah.
Well, oh, okay. I mean, that's something. MP Max is something. No, go away.
Well, that was not a good round for Ali, was it?
Come on.
No.
I think we need to start grading Ali on a different scale. You know, like it's like, oh,
Did
wow.
Ali hit anyone?
Or
Including
Wormlick is yeah. Ali just, it's like damage dealt overall. It doesn't matter who it's to. Or like damage to the environment, you know?
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
Ali
that's
hit
good.
anyone or anything? Herself is
Yes!
fine. Immovable
What is
object
going on?
is fine. Was
I don't know, I think
anything
you might have broken the game.
That was my intention. I was intending for it to blow up though, but like,
You've upset that mech. It's just like spamming.
I don't know what it's doing. It's just humping you, Kiwi at this point. Yeah. Yeah, no, so that's also like, I took 3 months off from the job going, I'm just going to take advantage of all the benefits I can, including just a shit ton of unpaid leave before I go. They're still paying into my pension at the moment, and I'm still accruing holiday and things.
What? So are you a pensioner now? You'll be voting yes on Brexit next.
Oh no. So that was I literally what is it? That vote was how many days? It was like 14 days or no, less than that. It was like 12 days after my birthday.
Ah.
So that was the first vote I ever did.
So I've said it before, but I was 15 when India happened and 17 when Brexit.
Yeah.
Brexit.
See, I
No
just turned
independence
8.
for you.
Yeah.
Just be older, Ali.
Yeah. If you want to have any control over the,
I still maintain that if we got rid of all the people who if we got rid of everyone who could vote in that Brexit, everyone who's retired in that Brexit election, it would have gone very different.
Yeah.
Just get rid of all the people who've retired because they shouldn't have a say on the future.
It would have been enough to get rid of men over 60 in England and Wales. Literally, those are the only people with a majority for Brexit.
Yeah. That's why I was like, it's so annoying to me because I was like, they're all these. The worst bit was there was also a lot of like people I knew who were like first generation immigrants, but they're Indian immigrants. They're like, well, why should we make it easy for the Europeans to come here? And I'm like, that's not the point.
you came
The
from
point
farther.
is- Yeah, no, because their point is that they should have it should be as equally hard for them to get here as it was for us. And I was
Yeah,
like,
'cause
that's not a good grade. Yes, let's shut all the doors behind us always. That's a
Yeah.
good plan to have.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and it's totally not like the next thing the Tories are gonna do is try and kick out all the immigrants that are
Oh,
already
wait,
there.
look at what
First of
fucking
all, the
Priti
ones that
Patel's
already
doing.
refused.
I mean, have you seen the
Anyone fancy a
headlines?
flight to Rwanda?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
we made that joke so
apparently
many times on our way to
being against-
Portugal.
Yeah, being against the Rwandan situation means you're supporting terrorists or some bullshit like that. And I'm like, no. I just believe that if you got to the UK, you deserve not to be fucking sent to Africa or anywhere
Oh,
other
well.
than the UK while your asylum shit's being processed.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ultimately, the
I mean,
Conservative
I bless
Party
the
is just
rains
like
down
monstrosity.
in Africa, so there's that.
yeah.
You're not total.
I mean, I
Didn't
could
someone,
be. You don't know.
I remember seeing a thing of someone put
It's still
there's like a
there,
speaker
yeah.
with
In the
there's a
Sahara
speaker
Desert.
with a solar panel just playing Africa by Toto the whole time. Great.
Like solar chargers and speakers in the Sahara.
Yeah.
Eventually, some sandstorm will break it.
Mm.
But
God, that you guys have ruined this map.
Yeah.
Like
was
just
me.
straight fucked it.
Corporal punish.
Punish have been punished a little bit.
Little bit.
Not like just a little bit.
Hello?
Hello.
Is it me you're
No.
looking for?
Oh, we've been pinged and I'm being pinged.
Just in general.
Where are you
or-
being pinged?
Yeah, I've been pinged in general and NSFW. Copy's pinged me in chat.
Drop the card! I just found the bloody swords. Drop the fucking
No,
Mars
major
card.
bummer.
Still have to freaking. It won't be that hard. It's literally plug a couple things in, unplug a couple things, and replug it. It's not gonna be that. Just waiting for.
Yay! Card. There we go. Mars card. Got it.
The domain name is so suspect.
It can increase my internet speed like by 4 times. Oh, I'm probably gonna go do some map
Okay, sleep well.
So go do some math?
work.
I thought you said
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go do Matt for a second there, and I was like,
No, no.
He should be so lucky.
Matt, I greatly enjoy our conversation.
Ah,
but
fucking
that
hell.
is not happening. It's just not. It's not in the cards. It's not happening.
That's fine,
I'm gonna-
Ballistic. Not everybody can
express
have
no
good
disappointment.
You can express disappointment all you want. That doesn't change.
I
the
will.
fact that it's still no.
I love
Ballistic.
how you're
That
treating it
is
as if it was
fine.
me
We know
asking.
that not everybody has good taste.
was that the intention?
The worm lick is still
Yeah,
on.
totally.
I feel like I had to ask because you like aimed it so carefully.
Yeah, no, that's deliberate. Very, very much deliberate.
Right, no, not that. Robert. Good one.
Alright. Let's see. Can I?
Oh,
Well,
Part of me wishes I was still at uni because then I could just like contact the counselling people and go, yo, I want sessions, and then they'd handle the bullshit. But no, I'm an adult now. I have to do this shit myself.
oh, it's more when I had to make my own GP appointments, and I went, anxiety. I don't want to make a GP appointment myself. Why can't my mum do this, even though she's currently in India?
I can make my own GP appointments. I am fucking brilliant at that. Everything else, fuck that shit. Need to see a specialist? Nah. Specialist appointment? Nah. Do not! Leave
I've
you
got,
alone!
I've got so many pending referrals at this point. I think I've got like 2 or 3 pending referrals with the NHS that I'm just waiting for. One of them's
Yeah,
like a year old at this point.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm on an 18-month wait list to see the ADHD specialist. down
Oh, so
here.
am I. I joined it like 3 weeks ago or something.
I joined it 3 years
so,
ago.
Yeah, I think I probably joined this one's wait list about the same time.
Yeah, my therapist was like, oh, it's gonna be like, it's normally like 18 months you have to wait, and I was like, oh well.
It's gonna be an
Might as well
ambitious
try
one.
it. And
Get
then,
online.
and then it was the other bit was like, I was like, oh, maybe my health insurance covers it. Turns out my health insurance doesn't cover that. It covers everything else except the one thing I need it for.
Mm.
You have health insurance in the UK?
I
Yeah?
have private health insurance through
Yeah.
through work.
Yeah, so you got private health insurance, which is normally through like jobs or your parents' jobs or your partner's job or whatever.
Well, people sometimes get it for themselves if they're going to do lots of procedures, because basically it means that you don't have to wait for waitlist stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can just get stuff done.
So the
No.
UK system, you've got the NHS with the horrifically long wait list, but it's free, which is like a huge fucking point in its favor because like I've done stupid shit. All it cost me was transport to and from the hospital.
Well, like, yeah, my mate, he tripped over himself coming out the shower and he broke a bone in his foot. And he had to go get like a cast, have a cast for 6 weeks. All of that was free because it was like an emergency medicine. But as soon as you need stuff that takes longer, those wait lists are horrific.
But like 18 months is excessive.
But it's ADHD, right? So it's in theory not gonna, like, it will affect the way you live your life, but it doesn't, in theory, the argument is that, like, that has,
That is still excessive.
it's excessive, agreed, and it's like I'm still waiting for a glaucoma referral. He's inside that building.
Which one?
The big one on the left. But yeah, I'm waiting for like I've been waiting a year for a glaucoma referral for my because I had slightly high blood pressure in my eye and my dad has it. Like it was like one of those where they did the scan and they went, you're like literally on the boundary of maybe having it, so we need to refer you. But I got it pre me being on the work health insurance, so I can't go through that.
Yeah.
I brown starred.
Yeah.
I was doing so well.
I'm on the wait list. Well, I've sent off the paperwork to my GP for ASD assessment, proper assessment, because you know, I did the AQ10 above 6. You're meant to get a referral. I scored 10, so you know.
Oh, so the one I did one with sitting with him for ADHD, and he said you need anything above 4, and I got a 6 just sitting with him. Like he did it on his phone because the computer was too slow.
So I was assessed by CAMS when I was, what, 14, 15 years old, and they went, yeah, nah, she's got ADHD, but she's not autistic. And then, fast forward, for like 6, 7 years, and both my siblings are diagnosed, and my dad's diagnosed, and like people who are autistic, I go, yeah, are you autistic? And it's like, I have all the fucking signs and none of the paperwork, and it's like, hi, I'd like the paperwork so I can get accommodations at my job, please.
Yeah.
Because my job have told me, my manager straight up told me, like, once you get a firm grasp on what adaptations and all that shit you need, we will do our best to accommodate you, which is great. I love that. But also,
plus, I think
that paperwork as well.
It's that, and it's the other thing is like stuff like they can't do a lot of the performance issues. Like they can't say you have performance issues if you've got like paperwork to back up the fact that that you are neurodivergent. Because that's the issue I have is at one point they were during lockdown I wasn't performing well compared to what I was performing before, and they were like, we're thinking about putting you on a plan and to improve, and I'm sitting there going, oh, okay. And then it turns out if you have paperwork, they can't put you on performance plans.
I was like I'm open up with the job that I've got ADHD because I was like, I don't want to accidentally fuck myself over by not being open about that because it can and does interfere sometimes. So I was like, okay, I'll be open about that. And so it's been brilliant because occasionally I can just go like, yeah, like my brain was just not cooperating, and it's like, and they'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because like the rest of the time I'll be like really productive, and they'll be like, yeah, Ali, you've been amazingly productive. Thank you so much. Like this project wouldn't have got done in time, or done as well or as quickly or whatever if you hadn't stepped up to the plate. Which is always nice. Makes the brain chemicals go brrr.
Yeah, because I get the one of like everyone's like, how the fuck did you do that in an hour? And I went, brain went brr. I just did it.
Yeah, like you just kind of do it, and everyone's like.
Yeah. So yeah, no. So then I didn't know, so I had to tell my boss. I told my counselor on last Monday or something because I had to tell it like officially I have to warn him before I go into an exam if I've got mitigating circumstances, and now having a referral for it means I can actually say formally, look, I have this.
Great.
Take it into account if I fail an exam.
Yeah, by the last year of uni, Scottish Bachelor, so 4 years, I could go contact either counselling or disability because I was known to both, and go, hi, yeah, I need an extension. I need like mitigating circumstances, and be like, right, I'm on it. Whereas like the first and second year, like I had to kind of do all that shit myself, and it was like, no, I have ADHD. I have like pretty bad depression at the time at one point as well, because like meds were not agreeing with me, and I had to fill in all the paperwork saying like I need more time. I'm not well enough to do this shit. Yeah, I had to jump through all the fucking hoops to say like I'm not well enough to do my test right now. I need more time. But
yeah,
I couldn't do that because I wasn't well enough to do anything.
Go through all the hoops. Yeah.
Like, I ended up having to resit my honours project dissertation because I just wasn't well enough, and it was just so sucky.
Yeah, I had the annoying thing of I never knew anything. I didn't get diagnosed with anything. Even like anxiety, depression didn't get any help. I finally got help this year. And after I failed like a number of exams, and they're starting to go, "Why are you failing exams?" And then I went, "Well, I've been referred for like quite severe anxiety and depression." And they went, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna, good luck with that. You know, let us know if you need anything." All of a sudden, like the tune changed as soon as I went, "Oh, that's what," and they're like, "Oh, cool." Because I just did all the other like 14 exams. Oh, for fuck's sake. All the other exams. I can't. Clearly, I can't do two things at once. But I just like did all the other exams and was like somehow got through them, and then now they're like, "Why are you failing this last one?" And I was like, "Well, it's hard." And then I went, "I should probably get some help with some things." Got some help, and then went, "Here's all these reasons actually." And it turns out they went, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So I'm kind of. My mum was my biggest advocate, really, and she was like, "Right, okay. Like, something is not quite right with my child." Only, okay, she didn't say it that way, but it was like, my child has like no focus, probably ADHD. I was like, my mom always told me like, "You're probably ADHD. We'll get you an assessment for like, so you've got extra time in like school exams and shit. But like, here are like some like, we're gonna find strategies that work for you. We're not gonna treat you like a normal child. Like, we're gonna work with you and find shit that helps you get shit done." And honestly, if my mum hadn't done that, I probably wouldn't be employed right now.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't have like all these mitigating circumstances paperwork going, "Please be nice to Ali," like, I would not be employed. I would not. I might not have even found like guides, because like I found that at a pretty low point, and like if I hadn't hit that, would I have found the path that brought me to guides, and then from guides I found Sam and all that.
I had a moment there. I was like, why would guys help you do that? And I realized you said guides, and I went, that makes a lot more sense.
Guides.
Yeah, you have a big need for guys. Yeah, that's
Yeah, the asexual has a big need for the guys. Totally.
Yeah.
They're just nice people. It's fine, you know.
Yeah. No, to be fair, like, because I was an air cadet, but then that was
Army. Fucking
nice.
shit.
Yeah, as in I was a cadet sergeant by the end, which was good fun, but fuck me, it was work by the end.
So I was in charge of a section along with 2 other 6th formers, right? The amount of respect I got was fucking 0, and it's like, is it because I'm female or is it because I'm me?
Yeah, because
probably because it's the air cadets. Oh, no, carry on.
You know, because mine was because I got it. As in I did all the like nerdy shit, so I somehow did Quake, and which is like qualified aerospace instructor. So technically, I don't know if I'm still qualified, but I think I probably am. Because it's one of those things that doesn't really expire once you do it. But I can technically teach people how to fly simulators and do air traffic control on simulators. Like, it's just a weird like random qualification I still technically have.
It's the so you can play Windows Flight Simulator with authority.
Yeah, with authority.
Yeah.
I'm qualified to know how to do this properly.
Yeah, so I was in the Combined Cadet Force. I was in the Army, and like, don't get me wrong, it was some of the time it was fun.
Yeah.
But like, when you're, I guess the nicest way to say it was when you're easily provoked. Teenage boys like provoking you. And it wasn't a good environment for me.
No.
The instructors did nothing, and I just...
As in, nothing against the army, but everything I know of the people I was with, like, the reason my squadron was so good is because we had a lot of female staff. Like, not heads of staff, but like, you know, like, not in charge of things, but we had a lot of, like, civilian instructors that were female and very heavily involved.
Yeah,
which helped a lot.
One camp, I was being consistently harassed by this one guy, right? At one point, he does shit in front of the RSM. and the RSM just laughs.
Oh, yeah.
And like, we won Camp Couple Award. This guy who'd been harassing me all week, and we were a cute couple.
No good.
It's that's
That's
the
no
sort of
good.
shit that used to make my skin crawl when I was at camp and stuff.
I was fortunate that it was
Yeah,
he
that's
was
a really strong.
words and just being in the wrong place rather than like actual proper actions.
Yeah.
But it's really
Yeah.
that entire camp has fucked me up with authority figures. Like I can't trust them because that shit happened in front of authority
Yeah.
figures.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one was that?
Everyone that's in a position of authority has a responsibility to be good, because if not, people stop trusting it. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And especially with the cadet stuff, because I went through the fucking DBS process to get like certified because I was gonna stay on past 18. I only stayed on for 3 months past 18, but I was gonna stay on past 18. So I went through that process of learning what all the shit you're supposed to do and learn and know. And well,
How the hell did they get that far?
well, that's not worked out for semen stains.
What?
I'm not kidding. I was googling like puns, right? Name, and the dude on Reddit was just like,
Dragon
yeah, this is my
time.
actual mate's name. Like, this is like, it's really unfortunate, but this is my actual friend's name in the Navy. Seaman Stains. But yeah, no, like I didn't. That's why I liked being doing the nerdy course, but like some of the other courses are a bit like, oh, I felt a bit awkward about them because it was like a lot of the. I remember doing all of that training afterwards and going, ah, shit, half of this doesn't feel like it's used by anyone. They made me do like the staff cadet course because I was like turning 18 while I was still, before I finished year 13.
Of the teachers, I don't think they quite knew what was happening, right? Which I can't believe I'm saying that. I don't think they quite knew what was happening because it was very subtle in front of the teachers.
Yeah.
Like, which is the worst thing because like it means they know what they're. It means he knew what he was doing was wrong and he was still doing.
Yeah, he knew well enough to hide it.
And he was younger than me as well, so it's just
Oh.
kind of.
Yeah.
I was a higher rank. I very clearly wanted nothing to do with him, but he did not care, and it was all just.
Let chaos reign.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I get it. Well, there we go.
I saw it come in, and I was like, oh, do I do this? Why not?
You absolutely should.
Rick. Oh my god. I still have a dude last.
We've done it. We made Matt last.
I've won every single game up to now.
Yeah.
That was my winning streak over.
I did it.
Yeah.
And I guess correctly, that's where that WMD was going.
I'm on Dragon Zombie, which is a bitch of a boss.
Is
That is not
that its
sunshine.
actual name?
Mm-hmm. Dragon Zombie. It's either Dragon Zombie or Zombie Dragon. We'll find out.
Oh yeah. So going back to your point about your mum, I've had the other way around where my mum's currently in India, and I'm saying, oh, I went to the GP, got referred for ADHD. My mum's like going, I feel like I failed. Like I was like, no, it's
Dragon
nothing to do with
Zombie.
you. It's just no one noticed. But she's like, I feel like she missed it.
Oh shit. I didn't notice the fucking bomb. Way to do it is to holy hand grenade.
My
Yeah.
move is good.
Hey, hand grenade, come on, or hand.
Yeah, of course.
Something tells me that didn't quite go to plan.
I still
Ravel
won.
wins on like 0 health.
Yeah. Like, 6 health, sorry. Major bummer for the win.
Did I even kill anyone?
No.
Liability.
Killed 7 people. I think most of that was the Armageddon.
Like, you won a game.
Yeah.
Ali, you won a game. When did that happen?
No,
No.
Isn't
Ali
it?
has
You've got
not
one in the
won a
wins
game.
column.
that's
It
me.
literally says you have.
This is 102 for me.
It says
It's
115 for me.
1-0.
Oh, that's from before. Yeah, I don't know.
I have not won a game.
Yeah.
It's like, so my mum was like my advocate growing up. She was like, right. And then when I went off to uni, she was like, no, like after CAMS had like given me the proper diagnosis, she was like, right, okay, you're, no, it was after I turned 16. She was like, right, okay, you now have to like book all your appointments yourself and shit. Like, I'll be here for you, but like,
Yeah.
you need to start doing this shit yourself before you go off to uni, because I don't want you to be thrown in the deep end while at uni. And
Yeah,
she was
fair
like,
enough.
once I picked a course to do, she was like, okay, you need to tell them that you've got ADHD. You need to tell them that you've got anxiety. You need to tell them that you've got this other lot of bullshit as well. And it was like, and if honestly, so fucking grateful that she did.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I kind of wish I didn't have all this bullshit to deal with, because
Yeah. Is the awkward bit now is also, I was like, why did I get the short stick in the family? Because as far as I can tell, no one else in my family, like, not no one else, but a lot of my other family are pretty smart, all this and the other. I'm sitting there going, I'm just struggling to, like, concentrate with any, any ability to do so. I've got, like, cousins who can do, or, like, most of my family, like, horrendously smart, like, smashing GCSEs, and I'm sitting there going, I got, like, an A star, because it was maths, and maths is what I'm actually good at.
So I got the best exam results out of my siblings.
There are 2 dubstep guns.
But
You can get
my
it.
but like me and my siblings, there's 3 of us. We all got saddled with different.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. We all got
This is the
saddled
best
with like
fucking
bullshit
weapon.
to deal with,
Yeah.
like, like autism plus like shitty mental health exacerbated by being autistic in a society where autistic is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got that fun bullshit. So it's all just kind of, but like, I did well in my exams in school, and then everything went downhill from there.
Yeah. See, mine was more of I used to be the smart kid who used to always be in set 1, and then it all went downhill once I started actually having to do formal exams. Because I could do like all the normal exams fine because I didn't have to study that hard, and as soon as I went to like doing actual formal exams, then I started getting fucked because I couldn't study to save my life.
Yeah, I studied by doing past papers, right? And then I go to uni, and there's no past papers. And there's like, I'm so glad that a common part of my degree was culture, like for the course, was the year after you've done your course, that said coursework, you publish it, you turn your GitHub repo public, right? For various parts of coursework, or you have a website where you keep your papers or something like that. It was very much what you did, and honestly, without that, I'd have been like major fucked.
Yeah. This is why I didn't do a degree, because I was like, I didn't know why, but I just knew I wouldn't do well with like just formal learning and doing normal exams and things.
So
So,
I wanted to be an engineer.
So did I, at one point in life, and then I did a course at Liverpool, and then went, nope, actually it turns out engineering's not for me.
So, Dad's an engineer. One of my siblings is an engineer. And like, ever since I was a little girl, I really fucking wanted to be an engineer, right? That was my thing. I was going to be an engineer.
It's crazy that you like guides then. I don't see what guides has for if you want to,
Yeah. And then I do a Head Start course at Strathclyde Uni for engineering. And I'm like, holy shit, I want to do engineering. This shit's brilliant. Yeah, I found my thing. And then I found out about the cybersecurity degrees, and I'm like, I can get a degree in this shit. That sounds fun. And then I just
Here you are.
yeah, like
Oh my god.
well done.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so because I was like, I don't want to do a degree, I don't want to do exams, and then I had to pick the fucking apprenticeship that required 15 exams. And I've now hopefully passed 14 of them, because I did one last week. I've got hopefully one more left. And then I'm never doing a fucking exam in my life, I can help it.
Life is one big exam, though.
Oh no!
Double kill!
That's brutal.
Like, I did everything so carefully and I just knocked out 2 of my ones at the same time. But yeah, like, my degree only had exams in first year. Like,
Yeah, see, I realize that now, but I also, like,
yeah.
I hated English literature and language ruined me for, like, writing essays, to the point where I hated writing.
I
So-
fucking love doing technical reports where I can just, like, the bits before the cleanup where you're just writing shit you know and you're like,
I remember doing it for, I wrote
yeah.
1,500 words on the fucking use of remotely piloted air systems when I was an air cadet, and I smashed that out in an evening, in like the course of a day. Like I did loads of research and then wrote for a day, but like weirdly I somehow did a really good ADHD strategy without realizing it, or I used to just pulse, like I'd do like 20 minutes, like 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off. And like smashed out a paper, and I was like, I wish I'd done that for like a degree. I could have done philosophy or some shit where I would have actually enjoyed it and, you know, found it interesting, rather than just doing very science heavy, exam heavy stuff.
So like I love my degree, and I'm so fucking glad for the talk that the 2 guys did that brought their degree to my attention. Like, I'm so fucking grateful. Cause like, I honestly don't know how mentally healthy I would be if I'd just got into engineering. Cause like, 6 years of school, I just plummeted. Like, I fucking toughed it out because god damn it, I'm getting my advanced hires, but like, it was very much sheer blooded minded bullheadedness that was getting me through it, and not kind of like, yeah, I like school, or yeah, I want to do well on my exams or whatever. It was like, I've got this far, so I'm fucking leaving with all the paperwork, god damn you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whereas like, the head girl did a leaving speech, and in it she was like, these will be the best years of your
Life,
school
yeah.
experience, and you'll look back on it fondly. And I'm like, I mean, at the time,
hope not.
it was the lowest it was. She didn't say life. It was basically like
Yeah.
at school, like, here was going to be like the best part of school, and I was like, it wasn't. I was the lowest I'd ever been in 6th year. Like, I've been lower since, because like, turns out ADHD meds can make you fucking depressed. Like, holy shit, I had to come off them because they didn't help with ADHD and they made me fucking depressed. I was like, yeah, I'm quitting these cold turkey. Just, you know, brilliant idea. Little jazz hands, doing so well. Yeah. So, it's exam season of what, 2nd year uni? I'm like, it's about to start. I am struggling with my ADHD, and I finally got another appointment with a specialist, and I'm like, yeah, I want to try meds. So I jumped through all the fucking hoops, and I try some ADHD meds. I was like, yeah, okay, they're not brilliant, but they're good enough.
Yeah.
Oh shit, not again.
She stayed up, man.
Yeah, and it's like, and then, but like, I don't know
Dubstep gun!
how exactly to define my experience with the meds other than shit.
Yeah.
Like, didn't help with ADHD. My
This is the worst
anxiety
record
got
in the game,
worse.
but
I was
love it.
developing all sorts of bullshit, like bullshit symptoms with my anxiety. My insomnia got worse, and all this fun shit happening. And I'm like, and it's exam season, right? And I can't have this shit happening in exam season, so I quit them cold turkey and deal with all sorts of horrific side effects and
Oh.
quitting medication cold turkey. And it was just, it was the right decision at the time,
That will happen.
but it wasn't the smartest decision I've made. Fools. Come on!
Ah,
Is there anything I was going to do cleanly? Without accidentally killing myself. Oh, major bummer.
I'm in the mine. There. That's. Slow death. Really funny. What? Stop that.
Ooh.
This boss is a fucking pickle.
Hmm.
I think crucifixes might be worth going.
So many hats.
Worse than the bondage goat.
Maybe, it depends. Thing about this one is that there is a cheese to this one if I can beat the left one, because there's two of them.
Well.
Semen stains, violent
Oh, semen
sacrifice.
stains. Yeah. My inability to judge.
1,400 each. Let's see.
Yeah, like,
Wait, where is everyone? Everyone's all the way over there.
Yeah. No, private parts.
How did you go that way? How's that happen?
I don't know either.
yeah.
Sometimes I hate this game.
I managed to ping a holy hand grenade on the perfect surface to ping it directly back at me. That was not fun. Well. Tried to go for either and went directly in between.
Like, what kind of like small changes in life, like, completely change shit.
Mm.
No, not the dubstep gun. Can't believe you've done this.
It's like,
Fuck, can't believe you've done this.
it's... I can't even remember how I found guys. It was some like really weird bullshit way that like hardly anyone else did. Like,
Yeah.
And then from
And I made good friends at Air Cadets, and then I haven't spoken to any of them in about 5 years or something.
I didn't make friends in cadets. Like, I had a friend, and we were in the cadets together,
Mm.
and then she fucking left the cadets because it was shit, and I'm like, good call, I should have done that.
Yeah.
But then there were like 3 girls in cadets out of 252
Oh.
total pupils
Oh.
in the entire year, right?
Yeah.
Of them, only 3 of the
Damn, wow.
girls, like 3 out of 126, were in the cadets.
See, mine was a lot. Mine was very balanced. Where I think we had nearly 50-50 boys and girls, but there's only like 40-50 of us.
I want
'Cause
to
we were-
say that like the RAF cadets were more balanced, and it was just like the army cadets who were fucked up. But like,
I mean, the
It's
RAF
that-
is better in my school. The RAF where I was like 50-50, girls and guys.
Yeah.
It was mostly just flirting though. Like 90% flirting. Very little actual cadetry had happened.
Yeah, I did a lot of cadetry, and I'm a decent shot. I can fly. I can probably. They didn't get too much flying because they were.
not jazz hands, not jazz hands,
Oh, I nailed that. I actually nailed that. I'm
not
proud
jazz
of that.
hands.
I got it right down that little gap.
Mm,
Fuck's
That's a lot of
sake.
fire.
I didn't think about angles, but
yeah. I had the very unfortunate time of I was a cadet during the time when they were servicing the training fleet, because they discovered that like there's a chance that the propellers could just fall off while they were flying.
oh god.
So yeah,
That's
that was
one of
fun.
the things you don't want to happen ever.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I had like a good year and a half or 2 years where they weren't flying anyone, so I didn't get much. I get tons of flying experience, but I did get some.
Like, I went to like summer camp every year apart from the last year when I was asked like by a girl who'd actually been at the fucking camp where all the bullshit had happened the year before. She was like,
Yeah.
oh, like, so why aren't why aren't you going to summer camp this year? And I'm like, because it was hell last year.
Yeah,
Like,
it's starting to improve.
At one point, I ran from the cafe to my billet having a panic attack.
Oh.
And all the guys were laughing. They were like, oh, that's so funny. And I was having a
Yeah.
fucking panic attack, and it was just hell.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking love the fact that I got to like shoot like actual proper weapons on like an actual proper range. That was fucking amazing. But like all the bullshit that surrounded it was very much not amazing.
Yeah.
What, Liberation? Oh, Liberation was the one I was after all this time. Good job, me.
You know, because I like the flying, I like the gliding, and I did all of this. It's like it was good for like teaching me how to deal with people in a workplace and things, and it was very good for that sort of stuff, and working with bosses and all this sort of stuff. And I think it was also because there was a balance at gender and all that. It was very like chill in that sense. Like there was no like guys and girls stuff. It was just we were all friends.
It's whereas I got one time in front of the fucking just after a teacher had walked past us at a camp, one of the guys was like, "Hey, so like I know are you into like fat or dick?" And I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck? The teacher's right there."
Yeah.
It was just I wasn't a person to them.
No, you
I was
yeah.
a thing. The
Yeah.
other girls, they were people, but not Ali. Ali didn't count. Ali could be harassed. Nobody but Ali would care.
It is such bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Allie.
Yeah.
Stop playing whenever you're playing and get back in here.
No.
Oh.
Have you not died enough times?
I haven't actually died all that many times. Let's see. I want to get across.
I'm only dying on the inside.
Yeah.
It's right. There's a cap on how much you can die inside.
Is there?
No.
I sure hope so.
Right, how do I fly this thing? Enter?
Just go up, I think, and then if it has
Yeah,
a
you just
goal
go
on the bottom.
side.
So if you like hover over someone you want to shoot, it's quite inaccurate. So yeah, you may just shoot yourself a lot if you do that.
I'm causing myself massive amounts of pain and joy at the same time right now. This is
I
fun.
think I damaged myself more than I damaged others, but fuck it.
Well, the Mage of Oma did take 11 though, so.
What server is this DC even in? Oh, there we go. I remember.
God damn it. Oh, God. You know, I feel like the Matt might know this, but you know how people say bowling when for cricket?
Yeah.
My mate's gone actual bowling, and that was the response in the Snapchat group. Just the mate went bowling. He's too far for me to slap because he's in Leicester, but oh well.
At least the color palette for this thing is very neutral.
Oh
It's
shit.
fine. Fine.
7. No, that was.
Hey, don't use the lick. You're really bad with it.
I mean, statistically, you're really bad with it.
Shut up, Sam.
I mean, I speak the truth.
Doesn't mean you should.
Look, oh come on, Sam, don't tell me you didn't ever get told to think before you speak, you know, was it true, is it helpful, is it kind, or whatever the stupid acronym was.
Look, that which can be destroyed by the truth should be.
That
That which can be destroyed by the truth should be. Like Ali's self-confidence. That was incredibly mean. It's one of the meanest things I've ever said.
I mean, it is
Providence in voice chat. Sam, bully to them. Okay.
And that's on YouTube now.
Yeah, it is.
It's more like that weird conversation I had with Lee about how like all the fucking 14-year-old girls used to fancy him. I think it's still on the it was on in the published version of the podcast.
Welcome to teaching.
Yeah. I don't remember how that conversation came around. I think we were talking about flower pot or something, and then it turned into Lee started just giving anecdotes from his teaching days. How do I backflip again?
Backspace by default.
Oh yeah, backspace. Yeah. Well, well, it's gonna take me the entire fucking 70 seconds to get up there, isn't it?
Now backspace again. Okay. Like forget about jump. Just back.
Oh, it's a fucking flamethrower.
But you can probably get that other red one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try.
Just. Oh, not quite. Range is like. There we go. There we go. 5, 3.
Oh, terrible, but
That's quite a lot of damage actually, that flamethrower.
yeah, 64 is not bad for a turn.
Who's going to get this first?
I do love that. I slipped fanfiction into this Hinge conversation, and then they've just completely ignored it. And I was like, well, I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but oh well.
Look,
So they asked me, what's your hobbies and interests? And I went, games, fanfiction, and sword fighting. And they went to pick games as the option they wanted to ask me about. And I went, well,
I
that's
mean,
boring, but
yeah, it's like everyone likes fucking games.
yeah, like, and you're like, what's the games you like? What type of games do you like? And I was like, well, I like multiplayer
Halo.
shooters and multiplayer shooters and single player open world games. Like that's all I play. Now I need to respond with what I do with my friends. It's like, oh yeah, we play D&D, but I think I've put enough weird stuff in this conversation. I don't also introduce D&D and D.
To find an RPG group. I was at one at uni and it was fun.
My old college had a massive one that was probably good 200 people, which doesn't sound like a lot, and so you can.
Oh no, that's huge for a
Too
tabletop.
many people, yeah.
Well, okay, but you want to know what the size of the college was itself? About 3,000
What?
people.
Oh, okay.
We were all nerds.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got into D&D like last year, this time, like April last year, because my mates were playing it a lot, so I was like, oh, let's stop joining them, because lockdown, what else am I going to do? Apart from fail exams. I haven't passed a single exam since August 2020. Very depressing.
Yeah. I'm fortunate that I haven't had an exam. That's just been. I'm fortunate that I haven't had an exam since first year uni. Like, that was one of the key points of this course, was like, hey, we don't do exams apart from for electives after first year.
Lucky.
Yeah, I've had 15, and I've got one really fucking and I've asked for mitigating circumstances, and I'm waiting for them to get back to me on it still, to say, can I have some extra time, please, so I can take breaks for, like, suspected ADHD, anxiety, and depression. It's very... Can I have some extra time, please?
Valid.
How did aggressive Kiwi not die? I felt like Kiwi should have died from all the fire. And the
I
blowing...
was like hidden under the lip. I didn't get much fired.
Oh yeah, it was not for fire, and then even when the other one blew up, it doesn't do as much damage because he's on the big worms.
Well, no.
Yo.
Do it.
Damn it!
Dare I ask?
It's too much power.
Nah, shitty angle and too much power.
Yeah. Yeah, because in theory, that angle, if you'd put, in theory, it would have fallen down, not flown over, hopefully, but I don't know. Physics doesn't work in this game properly anyway, so.
Yeah.
Not Major Bummer.
No, we're deleting that layer. I don't like that layer. We're gonna start that one over again.
I really need to write more. I've got story time tomorrow, not tomorrow, Sunday, and I haven't written it. I've written like 200 words.
It's so cool that you've like stuck with story time though. That's really awesome.
Yeah, no, I like those guys like Soren and
Yeah.
Axel and some of those guys and like Snips, and it's just fun to hang around with on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I try and write enough that I basically almost use them as betas at this point because I get like Soren to read it out for me, and then I'll sit there like live editing it as I notice them seeing things that are wrong.
Why are we picking on me? Like, I'm basically dead. Pick on each other. It's a lot more entertaining.
Buggy week. But yeah, no, story time's great. It's just I always feel bad when I was like, I want to join story time. I just haven't written anything to share, and I was like, I don't want to join and just sit there silently because I feel like I'm not contributing.
You can. I mean, you don't have to have something there for story time. Like I would show up just to read.
Yeah.
What even is story time?
And you have a perfectly.
It's on the FanWorks, the club server, which is one of the ones that Sam introduced me to, is like a group of just fan fiction authors.
And,
So
and
most
story time is a thing on Sunday where people hang out and like read snippets of their fics to each other, or someone else reads, and it's fun.
Yeah, so it's basically sharing your work.
It's
with
the thing that
in
got
a
me
group.
started recording fics, because I would read other people's fics, like, oh, this is super cool. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't stand reading for a long period because I feel like I can't do the voices, and Coyote does really good. They do really good voices considering it's like I give them such weird accents all the time.
You can
So
also
I was like,
just
oh, now you have to
read,
do
though.
French, and
You
we've
can
got
read
Snips in the
yourself, it's
call who is
fine.
actually French.
Yeah, you can just read. Just put yourself out there. It's fine.
I've done it before, and I do like doing it, but I find it easier to work out where I'm going wrong, like where I've done loads of like grammatical errors when someone else is reading. So I use it for that, where it's like there'll be like one sentence that I've like completely fucked that Soren will notice.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean that's like one of the benefits of hiring me is that like I'll point out shit, like I'll fix grammatical errors as I go.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew that was
Why
coming.
wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Fucking always be hustling. Always be hustling.
Boom. Yeah, no, because
why-
when I get my next job and I have more money, I probably will, because I'm gonna. A lot of that money is gonna end up on spending on swords, and you probably is where that money's gonna end up going.
Yeah, get your next job, and just so that my rates have gone up since last time, and it's all good, and everything's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, no, because I wanna try and finish this Grey's Anatomy one at some point in my life, and then I've got like an idea of a couple of others, including the one that Matt knows about, where I'm gonna kill Katie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Matt likes killing Katie. That's like one of his kinks, you know.
I'm not in my head. I'm gonna blame. I'm gonna blame.
Any sexual pleasure from it.
I'm gonna blame Matt
I'm
for this, but
only
now I get
attached
really
to
good ideas in the shower.
VR, so
Hmm.
do not.
Oh,
I seem to get all.
we probably shouldn't,
Watch it for me.
we probably shouldn't
I
spoil
will
things
try.
for poor Ali.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Forget he's not
But-
read it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been too fucking tired to listen to it, cause like.
Have
there's
you
fics
at least
that
got
you
to
can-
the
Until
ranch?
Friday 5 or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Like, there's fics you
Yeah.
can
But
read.
yeah, we probably shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah. There's fics you can read when you're low on energy, and they're just
Yes,
fun
and
fics, and it's fucking
ACVR is
brilliant.
not one of them.
And then there's fics where you need to be fucking conscious for them, and I am not in that right headspace right now, and it sucks because it's so good.
Yeah.
Can't properly.
I did
enjoy it right
I did
now.
listen to a couple of chapters while cooking, which is an interesting experience.
I haven't listened to any of it.
Yeah, genuinely.
I'm
He paid me $4,000 for it, and he hasn't listened to a thing, which is fine. I don't need. I just need the $4,000. You know.
yeah.
I've listened to Seventh Horcrux, and I'll listen to the Heartree stuff to make sure it's right.
Seventh
But
Horcrux
that's
I need
not
to
really
listen to
shit,
finish
though.
it, Seventh Horcrux. I got like through chapter 1 and 2, really enjoyed it. I got to
It's
the Gilder
great.
Ellicott chapter, really enjoyed it, and then I've not got back to it.
Oh,
How'd
you
you
need
flip
I
seventh
finished it.
Seventh Horcrux. You can
That's
very
okay.
genuinely just get like it's very easy to listen to.
How'd you flip
Yeah.
the orientation of this
Sam,
again?
I don't think
Tab,
it's
press tab.
that he doesn't like
Tab,
your
that's
story.
not-
It's just an ADHD thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, do it because it's good.
Yeah. It's from one
I forgot about that
ADHD
one up
to
there.
another. Like, you don't need to, like, you can zone into it, back into it, and like
Yeah.
it will still be fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, and then later on you can go back and re-listen to it, and then you end up zoning in at a different bit.
Oh god, this guy's
Brilliant.
gonna be a problem.
You know, with
Horcrux was great.
oh, that reminds me, with crack stuff, how would I commission, like, if not crack, but like if I want to commission someone else's like random one shot? Could I do that?
You would need to, like, me or someone else would need to get in touch with them and be like, hey, is it okay if this happens? And then there you go. Like,
Okay.
what's the author?
Mad Laurie, I think. I've got to remember, but it's Criminal Minds like one shot, which I really like. That I just like read. Like it's one of those where it's like if I need to pick me up on a random day, I'll just read it.
How long is it?
It's like 8,000 words.
Yeah, that would be like $160, and yeah, just like, just are they still active?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
if
need
they're
to check.
active, then they'll probably like check their FFDMs. You know, like, are you
Yeah.
gonna? Is this like an imminent thing that you want to do, or are you just thinking of it like?
It's
like,
more just at some point this year, like when my
yeah.
bonus comes in, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it. Like my bonus will come in October-ish, so I'll probably do it around then.
Yeah, either you can get permission or I can, and there you go.
Yeah. Because it's just one of those stories I like reading when I'm like, when you're having a slightly shit day, and it's like, oh, it's just nice. It's
Like
just a
that's
nice,
why I
pleasant
did
little...
Seventh Horcrux, because that was always my palate cleanser. Like if I just done
Yeah.
like a, if I had to like finish a story that I didn't like, but I had to finish it because I started it, or like I read something that was good but it was depressing, I would just reread Seventh Horcrux again to like pick myself up.
Yeah, I used to do that with Honor Thy Blood, to the point where I could read Honor Thy Blood in like a fucking sitting by the end of it, because I knew it so well.
Seventh Horcrux and Oh God Not Again were both two fiction. Oh God Not Again is great. That one was insane.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I do prefer Seventh Horcrux to Oh God Not Again.
I like Oh God Not Again.
Because it ends weekly. You can tell the author was done with it by the end of it. And with Seventh Horcrux, it's like it ends so perfectly. It's such a perfect ending. It's so good.
No, and my issue with Oh God Not Again is my issue with it is always just like it's a bit too just standard. Let's go through like the canon again. Like it doesn't do much difference. It's fun and interesting, but it's just not. It doesn't feel unique as much compared to other stories. I don't know. It does what it does very well. It's just not.
It's just a pick me up fic for me. It's just something that I can turn to that's light and fun, and I don't need to think about it because I know the plot of Harry Potter like the back of my hand. I mean, I read each of the series. I read through the entire series at least 30 times when I was younger. So
I have all the Stephen Fry books that I still listen to every so. I say still listen.
Jim Dale for life. Jim Dale for life.
Nah, Stephen Fry is a national treasure.
Stephen Fry is where it's at.
Stephen Fry is one of the greatest men.
Right, I'm gonna have to actually kill you now.
Carpet bomb. What a way to go.
Hey. I mean, if there's any hill you're gonna pick to die on, narrators are a pretty good hill to pick.
Yeah. Stephen Fry is great. I love Stephen Fry.
Yeah. It's Blackadder, QI. Fucking glorious. Well done, Matt. You regained your honor.
We at least broke a streak, though. I've achieved something today.
How many did I kill? 3!
Oh, I only got 2. You're right. It's what is it? 10 to midnight. I need to sleep. I have a class at 9 AM. Need to...
On a Saturday.
Yeah, it's a online class for. It's because it's case study. Like technically, most people sitting it are working. I'm not because I took unpaid leave. But most people. So all the classes for this course are on Saturdays, but they're at different times. Like.
I have a question.
What is
Why
your question?
do you hate yourself? Why do you hate? Who takes classes at 9 AM on a Saturday?
I didn't choose this. I paid £800 and something for like 4 classes that I would attend, and then I said I had to attend 4 classes and do a bunch of like, they'd send me loads of work to do, and then they said, and this one's at 9 AM, and I went, fucking hell, all right. It's 9 to 11, and I need to be at the other side of London by 12.
It's also on a Saturday because if 9 AM wasn't horrible enough, there you go.
Yeah. The other class I did for this was this is the second of the classes, and the first one was on the Saturday, but it was at 2:45, so it was fine. It was in the afternoon. Tomorrow it works out because I have dinner. I have a lunch with my family for my granddad's birthday. It's my granddad's 80th tomorrow, so we're going lunch and then we're staying at like my uncle's house to hang out with family. But I have to be somewhere by noon, and my class is 9 to 11, and it takes me at least an hour. It takes me roughly an hour to travel, so I'm cutting it obscenely fine tomorrow as well with traveling. But I'm taking my laptop so I can at least do some writing.
It's gonna be so ridiculous.
I just set my washing machine off because I'm traveling tomorrow.
Alright, I'm gonna go sleep because I really should.
I'm gonna kill these fucking dragons.
Me too.
I've only just seen Blood's message.
Get killed by dragons.
I feel sorry, Blood. I'm
Damn it.
I can't be bothered. Sorry, Blood. Next time. See ya. Night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Night, guys.
Night.
Night.
I was like, need to do my washroom when I get in on Friday because I'm gonna be busy all fucking weekend for like 2 weeks until because I'm leaving England for temporarily, unfortunately. But yeah, but no, Ali's dumb and forgets to put their fucking wash on, even though they knew they needed to do this bullshit. Ugh. Where the fuck did I dump my phone?
Somewhere would be my guess.
Damn it! Damn it! I think I'm close on that one though. They each have 1,800 hit points. I gotta kill the one on the left, and if I can kill the one on the left, I can infinitely heal on the other side of the room. That's like how you do this, boss.
Is that intentional?
I don't know, but like they gave one of them an attack with infinite range, and the other one not. So like.
On one hand, the decision I've made to model this off of is genius. On the other hand, I hate myself so much for doing this.
Huzzah! A phone. I should have just followed the fucking cables. But that would have been sensible.
Al, you're actually able to see what I'm doing on the Discord server because I'm stupid and I'm also having fun. I'm doing Toothless, but Hollow Knight style, because I had a thought.
Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everything.
Oh, I'm out of fucking crosses. No. Oh wait, no, I have tons of. Oh no. Okay, no, I can totally do this. I can totally do this.
Okay, that's the campus.
Shit. I have no pots as well.
Is Sakiko being overtaken by the broccoli again?
Yes. I can do this. Someone divide 1,800 by 27 for me.
Can you repeat those numbers?
1800 by 27.
It's
66
66.6 into infinity.
Recurring, yeah.
That kind of makes me happy, not gonna lie.
That's how many times this fucking cross has to hit the motherfucker.
Yep.
Gender, female,
4,
male,
5.
gender, gender fluid. I have no gender, only read. None of your
6.
business. By gender, other.
No gender only rage.
God.
7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16.
I am
17, 18, 19, 20.
amazed when I see someone's bachelor's or master's thesis surveys. Often, like in linguistics, you'll have a survey
4, I think.
For your
Oh, shit.
research, and one of the questions is usually gender, and a few of them
7.
will just go male, female, or
28.
sometimes do not want to answer. And like, I'm not saying this to make
30,
fun
31,
of them,
32,
but
34.
how do you get to the level where you're writing a master's thesis in linguistics? Which means you will have done at least
56.
half a dozen different surveys and
Shit.
gotten feedback on all of them. How do you get to that level and think that gender, male, female, or do not want to specify is an acceptable question for a survey? Like, did they just never do their work? Like, were the other ones all group work and they just never participated or something? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even making fun of them. I know that you get that kind of feedback because we had something similar. It was a different demographics question. I think it was about age, and we didn't make the age bracket exactly the same size, and we had like a 10-minute discussion with our supervisor just about how to properly phrase demographics questions for age so that it works with different groups of participants. And like, how do you do half a dozen surveys and never get that kind of talk or never understand that kind of talk? It's really weird to me.
I'm not 100% safe here, but I might be mostly safe. It depends on whether the dragon on the right uses their fireball attack, but we'll see. I need to heal some. I have no pots.
How many hits do you need?
I probably need about 30 more at this point. With the cross on the left guy, and then the right guy I can just, like, fire and fall back, you know. And I mean, I've probably gotten a fair few hits on the right guy, too, just because the way the cross works. Is there anything happening in Treehouse tonight, Skiko? Do you know?
No, but I can look. Like, I'm pretty sure there was nothing scheduled. I can check whether
if
someone...
there isn't anything scheduled, I'll probably take tonight to watch Yellow Jacket with Theo.
Be in a fucking train for far too long tomorrow. But
I mean, luckily you have audiobooks to listen to.
True, I do.
It's funny that this is the first boss with the second boss theme. This is Big Battle, and it's like this boss it's a pretty decent boss, but you can cheese it, so it's a little less frantic than the other ones. I'll activate this and I'll get some water.
To find. What are the wings? Never mind, monarch wings. That's what it is.
still can't believe how many people get me confused with Dome and Guide. Like, no.
Wait, did that just happen again?
No, it happened earlier today though, and I'm like.
Well, that's why I asked. Did it happen again?
No.
So I just looked through triage, and I don't think there is anything happening today.
I don't think he's here right now. Yeah, it's. I mean, I get it. My nickname's fucking confusing, but also no, it's not.
You're Puddle, right?
Not this server. This server, I'm a melted puddle of gremlin, but in Guides, I'm Domy's gremlin of chaos.
Yeah,
and then
Puddle,
there's
right?
Dome.
And there's Dome, and people keep getting me confused for her because, like,
You've got
I'm her
the
gremlin.
same.
So it started. Boomy, were you there for the fantasy AU?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah. So.
Remember how I just said that in the thing that Sam asked about nothing is happening?
Ow.
Literally 20 seconds ago, somebody pinged there to tell us that I gotta do something in an hour.
I mean, ask and you shall receive a response, I guess?
No, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
not. I just checked whether someone had scheduled something for today, and there was nothing scheduled, and then I came back to point out that there is nothing scheduled, and immediately somebody pings and goes, oh, by the way, in an hour I'm gonna do a thing.
Nice. I do remember reading about Victor Hugo doing that, Allie. I do remember reading about that. This is why you don't Google too much information about your favorite authors who are now deceased, because you will learn stuff that you did not think was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... So I want to replicate that pattern on
Mentions Alley
I-
in memes. Like, I want to find, like, because I remember I hadn't been paying attention to the server for like a couple of days because like life shit, and then I keep getting pinged, and I'm like,
I see.
what the fuck is happening?
I see. I took a hit while I was what?
Yep. By the way, Sam.
Yes.
I checked Treehouse and there was nothing scheduled for tonight. Then I came back to point out that there is nothing scheduled for tonight. And literally 10 seconds later, I'm not fucking joking, literally 10 seconds later, Steven pinged and pointed out that in about an hour he's gonna be in a script reading for Princess Bride. I'm assuming he means at 2, which would be,
I guess I'll...
Sorry?
I mean, I'll probably be watching stuff with Theo later than that anyway, so...
Yeah, just saying. I think that should be 7 your time, I think.
Ish,
in about an hour. Yeah. Yeah. Was just really fun timing because I was literally just coming back to point out that there is nothing scheduled, and right then Steven went, by the way, in an hour! Okay.
When was this? Yeah. So, Jesus.
I mean, the last time just happened, what, today? Yeah, today, like this morning.
With they getting confused.
Yep, Rip Phoenix.
Yeah. So, like, the thing is, this shit all started because Dome went, at the start of the Fantasy AU, went, if no one's placed dibs, I call Ali. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Why have I been summoned? This is way back in November, right? Like, Dome's like, yeah, like, I claim Ali as my, I think it was assistant to start with. It was either assistant or minion, and then it evolved into Gremlin. And then I was like, fuck it, and I changed my nickname to Domy's Gremlin. And then I went, fuck that, I'm Domy's Gremlin of Chaos. And ever since then, everyone keeps fucking calling me Dome, and I'm like, one, there's a fucking accent in my nickname to make it to differentiate between me and Dome.
Yeah, that's so easy to see. That's so easy to see.
Two, we're different colors.
And then I got used to it.
Yeah. we're different colors. Like.
Oh no.
Well, in the old server, I was Pedrentis because there was that whole thing going on about. I think
Got
Jack
him.
was adopting.
Oh
all
wow,
the,
I had
all the
way less than I thought. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
that. He's gonna eat that shit.
He's green and I'm red as well, and then it's happened so often that she's changed her nickname from like I think it was Grace Wrangler for a while to not Gremlin because people keep fucking confusing us. It's like not that hard.
And the right one doesn't have infinite range, right?
Yeah, the right one doesn't have infinite range. See, because that attack is as far as it can reach.
You should go and heal.
I know, but I'm gonna get a couple more hits. I know. Yeah, I should go with heal. You're right. You are 100% right.
Also, as much as I love Dome, she did send me like 3 very aggressive emojis in response to the meme I posted that spawned the whole thing. We're just like, okay, I get it.
Is it a loving kind of aggression?
Loving aggression. Look, do we need to start the whole thing about munches again?
Okay, so
yeah, Sam, please extol on the virtues of munches again.
Munches are fucking great. They're just nice people hanging out with nice people. That's all it is.
I mean, she started with whacking me with a newspaper, and then devolved into threatening me with knives.
That sounds about right.
I mean, I would threaten you with knives for love. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Sam,
What?
Yay.
Listen. I'm so done with these fucking dragons. I don't know what I'm gonna say next.
But yeah.
Is it Sam blurts out whatever comes into his mind time?
I am so mad at these dragons. Oh, Blood's here.
When is it
Hey, Blood.
ever not that time?
Never! It's never not that time.
Occasionally you have restraint.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah, it's...
I've witnessed it 1 or 2 times when you've been on the guide server recording and you'll be like, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
And then I'll just immediately go, no, say it.
Yeah, because you guys like make me say it, then I'm like, okay, here is off-color joke. There you go, enjoy. I'm gonna keep reading now. Yeah.
It's the thing about guide server is we're a bunch of enabling gremlins. Like no matter what it is, we will say do it.
We really will.
Yeah, the majority of the time, someone's response to should I do this, we'll be like, fuck yes, Bezzy, you go for it. You got this. And it's just not exactly the most sensible of environment, but it's fucking amazing. That's all.
This boss is so stupid.
We will all occasionally trade in between who is the sane one or the calm one.
Kel.
Yeah.
Almost always Kel.
It's almost always Kel.
They have the brain cell. The one solitary brain cell of the guide server.
If you have a sane one, you're doing something wrong.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. Kel is just sane in comparison because they keep the brain cell for the longest.
It's like the music, or is it? No, it's like the Fates that all share the single eyeball.
Yes.
Yes, but it's one solitary brain cell shared between what, 500 users? Yeah, 583 members, of which 114 are currently online.
Well, and then you've got to consider the fact that most of them aren't
Is there a
active.
speed up button in this emulator? How do I? Oh, whatever. Fuck it. This is fun. We're just hanging out at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when we were getting close to 500, Jack did a couple of prunes because he was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then
this
we hit
is not
500,
happening.
And he broke.
I love Jack and me and Jaina are like this trifecta of like, oh god, it's being funded so quickly, you know?
1 hour.
Yeah. Oh, less than an hour. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Well, look, you put forward a challenge, and the guide server is going to respond.
Yeah.
We take that kind of thing personally.
Part of me kind of wishes we'd managed to fund like both chapters by the recording thing, but I knew it wasn't going to happen.
I mean,
like,
it could
that is a
potentially,
lot of money. it would have been so funny though. It would have been fucking hilarious. Just like, you come in to record, you check, and then you start screaming about the fucking Kofi or whatever. It would have been glorious.
We've done that once with a different thing. I believe it was Lily. Yeah, must have been Lily. That's the only other one that has a Kofi. Where Sam started recording and was like, "Yeah, it would be nice if we could get some money for the next chapter." And by the ending of the recording, the next chapter was funded.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to get that Kofi to a healthier state, because I would love for that project to keep going.
So one thing that you should do is just mention it at the beginning of recordings, not at the very beginning because that's not when most people are there, but like 10 minutes into it or something.
Yeah.
I mean, with like the guys are literally just get me in voice and just start asking you about your various things that I like. You can get more unhinged Ali.
I mean, maybe, yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Ali, you need to very secretly discuss with Sam how his Kofi is doing, like his Kofi for this entirely different project. And the secret part will be that you do it on a public VC with like 30 people in it that all listen in.
Yeah. It's oh god.
Okay, I'm actually really happy with how that turned out. That looks really good. Okay, so we're gonna re-clear that group. We're gonna clear that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. It was like, oh god, it was some. How did you get me onto Lily? It's like you were talking about it in a stream. He was talking about it in his stream.
Yeah, and you were like, I don't want to read it. I'm like, you do actually though. That's the thing. You do actually want to read Lily.
And then the next day, I just started fucking yelling at the server, going like, he can't know he's right. He cannot know he's right.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I will not tell. Or is it the day before it? Stop being so. The last messages. Stop being so effective. Less than 12 hours later, I'm like, I will not tell Sam he's right. I will not tell Sam he's right.
I need to know who has a loud machine that beeps in the background.
That one was just me. That should not be happening anymore.
Okay.
Got him! Got him!
Yee! Level up.
Got him! There we go. I'm pretty sure I get the ring that lets me like push heavy shit. Yeah, heavy ring. There we go.
Alright, now we're on the wings. Kill me now. Just kill me. Someone please just get me out of my misery.
No.
There are 3 bosses left in the game.
Rude.
Nice.
Death, Hugh, and Dracula.
Oh yeah, Sam. You know
Yes?
how I've been complaining about the heat? It was so fucking hot today that the train tracks warped.
Yeah, yep, that will happen.
Yeah, and so according to Network Rail, they can't fix the issue because then we'd be fucked over come winter because it gets so cold. And I'm like, yeah. And if we fix shit for winter, then it won't be effective for the summer heat. And I'm just like, really? There is some fix that you guys can do? So, 3 trains in a row are not cancelled, and my train is delayed by like 20 minutes. Like, Jesus Christ, that was hell.
That sounds like the argument my HOA has been having with the local city county people. They don't want to snowplow our roads. We're the only undeveloped area we are surrounded by the town and we're undeveloped. So they refuse to snowplow our roads on the basis that we might put speed bumps in, because there are people that speed through our road all the time. But they won't let us put speed bumps in case they decide to snowplow the roads. Because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, my train into work has been cancelled like 3 mornings in a row. So it's like I'm fucking sprinting to the train station to try and get like the earlier train, just missing it, and ended up having to work later, and it's all just hell. And then today the fucking train is delayed by like 20 minutes to come home, and I'm just like, I cannot. It's fucking 30 degrees, and I'm having to sit out in this heat, and this is not good. This is homophobic.
Why is that everyone's response?
It's look, when you're sometimes you just need to make like a shit that's fucking deep. Like sometimes it's easier to say shit is homophobic than go homophobia is really fucking sucky. So like I'm just gonna joke. So you joke about it because like it's easier to deal with. But
That
also,
is completely valid.
Yeah. It's the same way people with shitty mental health.
Oh, where did this shit now? It's succubus time. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Make jokes about their mental health, state of their mental health and shit like that. It's the same thing, it's just different branding.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I definitely do that.
Also, it's funny watching the heads react to whenever you say that shit's homophobic. They're like, bitch, what? How? Please explain. You're like, oh, sorry, yeah, no, it's a gay thing. It's not actually homophobic. I just don't like. You're like, I'm still lost. It is very funny.
The thing is I just kind of go, the world's out to get me. It's fine. I don't care.
Whereas I'm just like, the world's out to get me, so fucking bring it, bitch. And the other times I'm like, fuck off. Do not come close. I will fucking stab you if you come within 6 meters of me. But you know.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, if you come close to me, I will bite you. And I was fully prepared to accept either answer.
No, fighting people means I have to get close to them. Like, ew. That's
Well, if you stab someone, you have to get close to them too.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, ew.
Yeah.
And stabbing usually leaves more blood around, which is more messy, you know.
True. But I mean, at least so far this stream, I haven't threatened to glass anyone, which I feel is really good. Because last week in the pub, I was threatening to glass everyone left, right, and center. They kept fucking doing shit. I love them, but like, can you stop this in Scotland for 5 minutes? Like, please.
I've also decided, Sam, that if there's one place I do not ever want to be in for Hollow Knight, it is Fog Valley, or whatever the name of it is.
No, it's fine. You're fine. No, it's fine.
I attacked one of the jellyfish and it shot me.
Well, yeah, don't attack the jellyfish.
Why did
idiot.
you attack the jellyfish?
What was the jellyfish doing to you?
Because Hollow Knight.
Why did you attack the jellyfish?
Because it was there and I could.
Yeah, see, and it could defend itself.
Ah, the American response. Yes.
I think you'll find.
You're from Texas, Sam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. According to my friend, you being a Democrat is makes you marginally more acceptable.
Very good. Yes.
Marginally more acceptable. You know.
Marginally more acceptable than what?
Than what someone would expect from someone's from Texas.
Yeah. Cause like they were asking
people in Texas.
They were asking how my they were asking how my weekend went. And I was up till like 4 AM and they were like, bitch, why? I was like, well, when my Like,
Ooh.
I interact with a guy in Texas, and they're like, why the fuck do you only do that? And I'm like,
Yeah, why
well,
would you
I
ever, yeah.
I'm from Texas originally, and now it feels kind of rude to go, I can't interact with you, you're from Texas. But they did raise a good point in the fact that he is from Texas.
Oh. Into the safe room. There we go.
Ooh, that is not good, Liner. I do not like that. We are getting rid of all of that. Bye. It did not spark joy, so I ended it.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to throw the whole man in the trash.
Okay, this is fucking homophobic. My sister was in Edinburgh today and didn't tell me.
Oh no.
It's and she'll have left. She'll have gone back to her flat and shit. So had I fucking gone up 2 weeks earlier instead of just 1, I would have met my fucking sister again. I say met my sister. I would have hung out with her. Yeah, like we grew up together. Like, yeah. She went off to uni and has a life, and then I went off to uni and I got a life, and it's all just bullshit. But I did realize that the voice she uses for interacting with her cat is the same thing she'll use with me and my brother. Like, you know when someone's getting on your nerves, but you're being nice about it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She uses the same fucking voice with her cat, and I just, thanks. But also it's a sign of affection because she fucking loves her cat, so, you know, could be worse.
I was gonna say.
No! I'd rather do no! No, I got the card need down. No.
So close.
Yeah.
Okay, those look better. They've gotten the boomy sign of approval.
Interesting. Fuck. 40 degrees for some person tomorrow? Jesus Christ. This person freezes at 10 degrees C and dies at 38. Like, where are they from where that's an acceptable range? You start freezing.
No!
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get a card drop on a
dying,
really
apparently.
dangerous enemy.
Aside from dying, obviously.
Trying to get a card drop from a really dangerous enemy. Let's do this shit.
The card drops, and then he'll either die before he can collect it, or he'll die just after collecting it. He's had no luck.
I'm gonna say he's gonna collect it and then die on the way to the save point, you know?
Yeah, it's entertaining for us, probably not so for Sam.
Good for us, bad for you. What a rush.
Yep.
Okay, now what line is what on this? There we go. You know what?
Come on, I just want this and then I'll quit for the day. Come on, let's do this.
Just one more time. And then I went up against the boss 8 more times. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot better. We're keeping it up there. The question is, how do I need to... I should have made that gray. And it's not gray. It is...
worn my brace for too long, now my hand is slightly numb. Oops.
Yeah, I like that card better. We're gonna do.
Got a card. Run like fuck. Not at the save point. Come on. Bloody sword, I don't care about you. I don't care about you. Save the game. There we go. There we go. And that will do it for today's stream.